Now, if there's any holiday that kind of eluded me growing up, it was definitely St. Patrick's Day. What is this? Well, St. Patrick's Day also relates to Christianity, celebrating the death of St. Patrick. It's in the fucking name. St. Patrick mainly held prominence in Ireland, where he played a big role in introducing Christianity to the locals, and so when his passing occurred, it was decided, well, we can't call it that. So St. Patrick's Day it was, being celebrated on March 17th. If your birthday's in December, your parents f***ed at St. Patrick's Day.
I can't think of a better way to celebrate.
Well, as it turns out, there's quite a number of ways to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Bud Light, Corona, Heineken. Yeah, drinking is a big part of the annual St. Patrick's Day tradition. If you just got out of rehab when the holiday rolls around, run. Of course, as this holiday mainly holds prominence amongst Irish folk, it doubles not just as a celebration of St. Patrick, but the Irish population in general. So the alcohol brand known as Guinness is usually the go-to drink of choice when it comes to the holiday, but alcohol as a whole still holds significance. Oh yeah, that makes the Irish look great. Yeah, there's been some criticism when it comes to this tradition, as it's seen as pushing a negative portrayal of Irish culture. It's essentially become pushed as a stereotype, especially in America. I can definitely understand this and think it's important to draw attention to it, even if it doesn't completely excuse it. The idea of going out all night and going through pint after pint of various alcoholic beverages, I mean, that's just a typical weekend for a lot of people. But if other people, those of Irish descent included, want to use St. Patrick's Day as an excuse to go out and let loose a little bit, then I say let them. As long as they're wearing green.
Oh, ha! Got your green right here. It's December!
Another big tradition of St. Patrick's Day is the color green. Can a color be a tradition?
I don't see why not. Reminds me of my St. Patrick's Day tradition.
What is it?
Existing.
Green is the flagship color of St. Patrick's Day, mainly due to the shamrock being designated as a national symbol of Ireland. And, yeah, that's green alright. Anyone out there who's colorblind, you're f***ed. Every year on the holiday, if you're not wearing green, you're seen as someone committing sin. Well, if that's the worst thing a person can do on St. Patrick's Day, run. A common practice that many folks participate in is pinching those that don't wear green on the holiday. Great, as if I didn't have enough junk to deal with in my daily life, now I gotta worry about getting pinched for not wearing a color?
Too far.
Now, why is this a thing that people do every year? I still don't know. This is a leprechaun, a fictional being derived from Irish folklore, typically portrayed as a short bearded man wearing a green hat and coat, usually classified as relating to fairies. Nothing makes a good holiday quite like f***ing leprechauns.
F***ing leprechauns? Well, no, not f***ing leprechauns, f***ing leprechauns.
These guys are said to be quite mischievous creatures who enjoy playing practical jokes, including coming out during St. Patrick's Day and pinching anyone who isn't wearing green, which is why the act is practiced every year during the holiday. Is that enough justification for physical abuse? Yes. Leprechauns are weird, man. Like, they don't bother me in the same way the Easter Bunny does, but I've always found their existence perplexing. They kind of stand out to me when it comes to holiday mascots. Like, you can make more justified arguments in favor of the other well-known festive icons, but with leprechauns, it's like, what's the appeal? A little bearded man? Yeah, Santa Claus has a beard, but at least he gives me presents. What do you give me? Anxiety. St. Patrick's Day was always an outlier when it came to yearly holidays for me. The only significance that it really held to me as a kid was that whenever it would roll around, my folks would cook up corned beef and cabbage for dinner. But after looking more into it recently, I do appreciate the holiday a lot more. Sure, there are some aspects of how we celebrate that aren't great, at least when it comes to how it's celebrated in North America, but I hope there's a good amount of people out there that are able to see the holiday not as a bastardization of Irish culture, but as a celebration of it. Contrary to popular belief, it's not just about leprechauns and drinking. A lot of people use St. Patrick's Day to throw banquets or dances or parades, just all around find an excuse to have fun. And to me, that's what holidays are all about.
Please, I can have fun without St. Patrick's Day. Watch. Ah!
You punched a wall?
Yeah, I'm gonna have so much fun at the hospital later.